Hi, my name is Noah, and I've been coming to Nuvo for, maybe 2 years, thereabout, ever since we were meeting at a hotel in Dublin, one of those. My story begins with a loving Christian family who right away taught me the truth about God. They taught me how I was loved and how Jesus died for my sins, and I showed up to church every Sunday, and it was great. One of the biggest moments of impact in my early childhood was the time when I went to a Christian camp for a weekend. They did this big sermon, and they're talking and they're praying and preaching, and music is going, and they offered up and said, "Does anybody want to give their life to Jesus right now?" I did decide that I wanted to make this faith my own, that it would be something that wasn't just given to me by my parents. They gave me a great bedrock, a great foundation, but I really wanted to make this something personal, something that was mine. I had grown up in a small town and had never had reason to question my faith. And I came down to Ohio State, and I think everybody expected that campus of 60,000 students, surely that would come. I didn't have that happen until my junior year of college. I remember being in a large group worship setting, and normally I'm the person, singing his lungs out, not very well, mind you, but I'm there, and instead I was just cynical. I felt like it was all a lie. I felt like God couldn't be there, couldn't be trusted, wasn't really wanting good things for me. I remember talking to somebody at the time, and they said, ask the questions. It's funny that I'm at Nuvo now, but at the time that felt crazy. It felt like, why would I ask a question about my faith? I know it's good. I don't need to look behind the curtain. I didn't expect to find an answer. I expected my faith to crumble, as I had heard so many other people's had. I was scheduled to lead a Bible study one of those nights, and I remember I sat in a group of, I think, 4 or 5 guys, and expected just to feel hollow and cynical, and instead every other guy there just spoke truth that I didn't know that I needed. They answered the questions. They turned me back, and it wasn't doubt like gnawing away at me. It felt like truth. Even when I wasn't looking for it, God spoke through other people for me, for my good. Some of my more recent life challenges, even since deciding to be baptized, is just the struggle to decide, is God really worthy of all my trust? It's easy when life is going the way you want it to, and decisions are happening the way you want them to, and you feel in control, and you can sit there and say, you know what, yep, God's got me because I'm living life the way that I want. It's a lot harder to say that when life doesn't go exactly the way you want it to go. And the reason why I'm sitting here in front of a camera today is because I feel I've seen God move. I've seen him prove his faithfulness and his trustworthiness again and again. And then I stop and I look back and I say, this isn't the first time life has been hard, and it's not the first time God has shown up. And I think that's what I would tell anybody out there who is wondering, why is this worth it? It's because you don't walk through life alone. Because in those hard moments when life doesn't go the way you want, you can trust that there's somebody who loves you infinitely more than you love yourself, and he's working out a path for your life better than what you could have planned. There are so many people to say thank you to. Obviously, thank you to Patrick and Emily and Ryan, the people at Nuvo who have been involved since we got here. Probably biggest thank you to my wife, who has stepped with me through thick and thin, good and bad, has really helped get me to this point where I can make this step. And thank you to my family and my friends and my parents especially for really laying that bedrock foundation that really just proved the springboard for everything else. And my friends who were just with me through college in maybe abnormal ways. Like, I don't think it's common for college roommates to have so many spiritual discussions, but we did, and it was super formative and super life-giving. My name is Noah, and I'm here to be baptized because Jesus is my personal Lord and Savior.
I'll tell you, this is kind of personal for us today, which we're so excited about, in part because we love Noah so much. He's just an incredible guy. And I'm just going to go ahead and embarrass you in front of all these people since you brought 600 people with you, which is pretty great. I love that. But I'll tell you this, you know, I've met a lot of guys and a lot of people, and Noah is genuinely a person who is a follower of Jesus. He is a great man, which I love watching you with Kate. Watching you pursue Jesus, watching you be a friend, watching you process your faith and your family. It's really been inspiring to watch, and I'm so honored that I get to be part of baptizing you today, and watching all the ways that God has both worked in formation in your heart, but also how God is working in you to lead other people back to Himself, which is an extraordinary thing, man. And so we love you. We're so excited about today. So, Noah, I'm honored today to ask you this question. Are you a person who's choosing to follow Jesus with your whole life? Yes. Do you trust God with every part of you? Right. Noah, it's my honor to be able to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.